Here we go.
So the Bronx will get the first possession. Down low. And stolen by Yao. Here's Odom. Mobley a screen. Poked away. Fast break, the Bronx. Cunningham with the ball. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Just a special offensive talent. We don't see guys like Cunningham come through the league that often.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Well, you look at the counting numbers for Cade Cunningham. He fills up a stat sheet. The key for him moving forward, though, efficiency.
Count that one from Mobley.
And how about Odom facilitating the shooter there, not holding the ball or forcing his own shot?
Zingas high post. Here's Bol. And he makes that one. And you talk about Cade's efficiency. Greg, on a struggling team, that can be a challenge.
Yeah, without great shooters around him, he's forced into taking tough shots or turnovers. And as the team improves, though, I think the percentages should come around.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Now here's Odom. Pass to Yao. And stolen by Bol. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. The finish. And the layup is good. Bol's got his second basket of the game.
Hard to fathom, but he is really fluid in terms of getting up and down the floor. Bol making himself a capable threat all over the floor.
Mobley at the elbow. Bol with it. Picked up by Banchero. That's tipped. Now Detroit moving it up. Here's Odom. There's the triple. Bronx grabs the miss. Now here's Bol. Banchero grabs the board.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady. That is his first foul of the game. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
And when you think of Odom, a player who does so many things well, a truly unique player, he just brings a ton to the table.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Bronx?
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
One other factor today, points off turnovers. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
And that one falls for Odom. Both good from the line that time.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Here's McGrady. And he gets the bucket.
What muscle from McGrady right there, brushing off the defense with ease.
Picked by Yao. Here's the three. That one, no good. The Bronx goes the other way with it. Outside, Porzingis. To the middle. And he dunks it down.
And I like seeing McGrady rise up for the dunk. Has amazing leaping ability and good reach, too. He makes it look easy.
Pass to Mobley. Launches a three. Detroit, no good that time either. The Bronx leading by 4.
And one thing that is special about Evan Mobley, made an immediate defensive impact as a rookie. Something few big men are able to do. And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
As you said, very few rookie big men, Greg, can shape a defense like Mobley did.
Kind of reminds you of the impact Tim Duncan had with his defense. But Mobley can protect the rim and stay in front of guards on the perimeter. Boy, sky is the limit for him defensively.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Here's McGrady. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Danny Granger.
McGrady clearly a shoot-first type of player, which forces defenses to get aggressive with him defensively.
For the Bronx, they shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. And McGrady drops them both.
Boy, McGrady, an elite talent. I mean, a remarkable athlete, tremendous bounce and speed and strength, and he continues to get better.
And Thompson throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Come on, box him out, man.
Now here's Thompson. Pass to Gilmore. Here's Eaton. 5 on the clock. To the inside. Porzingis with the steal. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Boy, how about Porzingis showing you some nice quickness and activity, determined to get after the steal.
Here's Gilmore. Guarded by Porzingis. Here's Eaton. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. The Bronx leads by only 2. The second quarter coming up. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Bronx, what do you guys think?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
So timeout called here, the first for the Bronx. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Trailing by 2. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. The drive by Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Well, if he's going to hit that, forget about it. Defensively, this is what you want Jordan to settle for, except that he goes and puts it right between your eyes.
Here's Thompson driving inside. Banked in off the glass. Thompson's got 6.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Timeout called, the Bronx. Here's the Bronx. Here's Doncic. Thompson with the rebound. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. And Thompson throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
To the paint. Eaton. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
Doncic outside. Driving the lane.
Big time flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
Here's Thompson. Nice D from Doncic. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, there's a subtle but real physicality and aggressiveness to Doncic's approach to the game, and that's part of his greatness.
And you look at all the things Doncic can do. One in particular, he can control the pace of the game.
And, Greg, I love that about him. His size, his strength, his savvy, his skill set. You really can't speed him up at the offensive end. Everything he does is at his pace and his tempo. He methodically breaks you down.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And here's Thompson. 8 points for him. And the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Thompson driving in. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Leaving the defender behind. That's a hard screen to fight through. Somebody needs to talk to him.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Detroit.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
How about David Robinson showing you his defensive prowess, igniting that fast break with the steal?
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Bol, that's good.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Good on the shot.
Yeah, it's not easy trying to keep Yao Ming off the glass, just wreaking havoc with his activity on the offensive boards.
The drive.
Oh my
great dunk.
goodness! That was special.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
They set the pick. Pass to Eaton. The tray. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Eaton's got the lead up to 8 now for Detroit. Doncic from deep three-point land. And that concludes the first half. It's Detroit. They're up by 8. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Here's Odom. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Into the lane. And the dunk by Odom.
Odom driving with force that time. Moving pretty well for a guy of his size.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Here's McGrady. Rebound by Yao Ming.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
The shot by Odom, no good.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's McGrady. Mobley with the block. Odom inside. And the basket is good. Odom's got 4 points this quarter.
And what energy from Odom, just outworking the defense right there.
Timeout called, the Bronx. Bronx making a switch here. And it's the Bronx with the ball. 8-point game. Here's Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
You know, we've heard a ton about Jordan's competitive fire, and you could see it on display right there. He created a nice second chance opportunity.
Mobley wide open. Hits the three-point bomb. Mobley's got 6 points.
And, guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Man, I love how strong Tatum goes to the rack. When you give him room to get up, he's banging that thing.
This one for 3. And another 3 for Detroit.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
An elite prospect with very few holes in his game. Banchero can score from all 3 levels, makes plays for others. Terrific rebounder. Man, the list goes on and on.
Many scouts had Banchero as the safest pick in the draft. Would you agree?
He and maybe Jabari Smith Jr. What separates Banchero a little, he's an elite back to the basket scorer. Those guys have become increasingly harder to find.
Oh, and the jam by Jordan.
All right, young fella, I see you out there, rookie, reminding this crowd that he has arrived. Jordan with the big-time jam.
Kept alive. Here's Mobley. Another 3 for Detroit.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's McGrady. Pass to Gilmore. And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, you can't allow Gilmore that kind of positioning. I mean, once he gets it, he's throwing it down every time.
Out to the right wing. Out to the right wing. And Yao slams it in.
When Yao gets the ball anywhere close to the rack, he's got one thing on his mind. Throw that thing down.
Outside Jordan. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Hey, although he's young, Jordan has already proven he belongs and he's here to stay. Athletic, creative. This guard does not lack confidence one bit.
And both free throws good for Jordan. Here's Thompson. He's got 15. .107 left to play here in the third. And the jam by Ilgauskas.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Timeout called, the Bronx. The Bronx trails by 14. Cunningham looking it over. Pass to McGrady. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Shot clock at 3. Detroit needs to get off a shot here. Porzingis with the block.
That reach of Porzingis is just outrageous. I mean, I love when he uses it on defense to stifle shooters.
McGrady. Pass to Yao. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
And so is Detroit. With a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Here's Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
And the challenge defensively is to find Cunningham at all three levels. He can beat you at the rim. He can beat you from 30 feet out and everything in between.
Here's Thompson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Thompson's got 19 points.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Here's Thompson. And Cunningham with the block. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Bol, and the dunk by Bol.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you got to get it to him.
And Bol wide open. He shoots. The quick look, no good that time. Inside. And Yao slams it in.
When Yao gets the ball anywhere close to the rack, he's got one thing on his mind. Throw that thing down.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
That free throw good from Thompson. And so Thompson nails both of them. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's McGrady. And stolen by Ilgauskas. And there's the call on Yao. That's his first foul. A different look here for Detroit. Picked by Yao. Lets it fly from 18. No good that time. The Bronx goes the other way with it. Pass to Yao. Down low. It's stolen by Odom. That's tipped. Yao with the ball. He's picked up by Mobley. And here's Porzingis. Now here's Yao. Mobley with the block. To the inside. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Odom. And the dunk by Odom.
Oh, getting to the rim with ease. Lamar Odom, the lefty, with the finish.
Pass to Bull. Rebound, Detroit. They've led by as many as 14 points. And that's a foul called on Bull. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
And the dunk by Odom.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Detroit leading by 8. Knocked loose. Pass to Odom. Porzingis with the block. Here's McGrady. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
Hey, when this team needs a basket, they look at McGrady, and he rarely disappoints.
Here's Odom. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Odom's got 6 here in this quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Steps back. Pass to Yao. Back to Mobley. From deep. Rebound by Yao. The Bronx trails by 7.
And not sure they've got...
Oh, what a shot!
Oh, he brought the rain from deep. And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
Mobley is screened. Here's Odom. You know, he rips it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow!
Lamar Odom terrorizing that rack with a ferocious throwdown.
Let's go.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Mobley is screened. He's looking for Granger and finds him. Back to Mobley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Yao. Porzingis with the block.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
Back to McGrady to tie it up. From deep three-point range, bullseye! A tremendous three to tie it up.
Yeah, you got to love seeing McGrady when he's hot. An amazing score from any spot on the floor.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Here's Odom. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back with you right after this. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here's Gilmore. Pass to Doncic. To the middle to take the lead. Shot's good by Gilmore. Gilmore's got the first basket here in overtime for the Bronx.
Playing with such brute force on the inside. Gilmore with the size and some pretty good moves, too.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind him taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Banchero grabs the board. Detroit with the ball. And finished off by Banchero.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Yao with the ball. Yao picks him up. The kick out to Odom. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And now a three-point Detroit lead.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives for the big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Oh, he launched that one from way outside.
Doncic not afraid of the moment, actually embraces the spotlight. This guy steps up big when needed most.
And Mobley throws it down.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Here's Doncic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Lamar Odom picks one up.
If you want a guy who makes plays when it matters most, the guy you want is Luka controlling the offense here.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Mobley is screened. Doncic with the steal. Fast break, the Bronx. Here's Yao. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Here's Mobley. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Pass to Yao. Odom grabs the board. From deep. Gilmore grabs the miss.
And overtime has come down to this. They need at least 2 points, or you can kiss this baby good night.
Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. Doncic fires from way outside. Here's Bol. It's in!
The towering presence that is Bol. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. And so the big win.